be a part of the wonderful Meraki Saraswati family. Join us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
What is anxiety and how to beat it? A video article by Meraki Saraswati. Anxiety is one of nature's ways of life to communicate in terms of emotional and physiological language in the presence of a threat. Our mind constantly interacts, consciously and subconsciously, with the environment it is in. The way our mind interprets the environment triggers certain emotional responses or awakens the particular mental state, which of course may or may not be accompanied with physiological symptoms, depending upon the state of mind. Anxiety is one of such emotions or states of mind that is accompanied by certain noticeable physiological symptoms, which altogether is a response to the actual or perceived event and environment. Anxiety is a normal, healthy emotion that is felt by every normal healthy human being at some point of time, that may last for a few moments or a little longer. This is life's natural way of expressing itself through mind and body. Whether you are a victim of anxiety or someone who wants to help someone suffering from anxiety, it is essential to start with believing that anxiety can definitely be treated. The journey to liberation progresses with gaining right knowledge and taking right actions alongside your firm belief. Benefits of natural anxiety. Since anxiety is one of the ways of life communicating to our consciousness to take necessary action for survival, there must be some healthy benefits from experiencing anxiety as a natural emotion. Some of these benefits are: first, anxiety helps us to become aware of the threat present in the environment. Second, addressing the situation we need to deal with in a serious manner. For example, feeling anxious when studying for an exam or preparing for a presentation, etc. Third, it helps us to gather most of our attention on the important issue which should not be ignored. Fourth, to prepare the mind and body for the necessary action. Fifth, it makes us feel alive as a responsible human and act as an important and responsible part of the society. Some most common causes of anxiety. Anxiety which lasts more than normal duration and keeps coming back is considered disordered and can be caused due to 1. Genetic factors. 2. Negative experiences of life. 3. Cognitive distortions, false assumptions, and 4. Drug-induced. Common threats that causes mind to react with anxiety are: 1. Stress due to serious medical illness. 2. Stress due to stress-provoking environment or event. 3. Financial concerns or worries. 4. Anxiety related to performance. 5. Anxiety caused as a side effect of medications. Some most common physiological symptoms of anxiety. The symptoms can vary as per the situation, the type and the severity of anxiety disorder and the coping mechanism of the individual. The most common symptoms found across variety of individuals across variety of situations are: first, intense worry. Second, intense fear. Third, shallow breathing or short of breath. Fourth, being on the edge or agitation. Fifth, restlessness. Sixth, feelings of paranoia. Seventh, lack of concentration. Eighth, pacing heartbeat. Ninth, sweating. 10th, nervousness. 11th, shaking or feeling jittery. And 12th is trouble sleeping. There are a lot of physical manifestations caused due to anxiety. Some of them are: nausea, stomach pain, tightness in the muscles, chest pain, lump in throat, lethargy, irregular shallow breathing, lower energy levels, and hyperventilation. Anxiety as a normal and healthy emotion. The primitive part of our mind is conditioned with adaptive learning of fight, flight or freeze response in the presence of danger or threat. This primitive response of mind is inbuilt in humans and animals as adapted universal learning essential from the survival point of view. In such situations, it is only human beings who have the ability to pause in that moment and use higher parts of the brain to interpret the event in an intelligent manner and make a wiser decision. Please remember, you can train your mind to make a wiser decision during normal times and in the times of crisis. The fight or flight response involves our sympathetic part of our mind. It is actually triggered by the amygdala, and the information is picked up by other parts of mind and several parts of the body, which in turn causes the mind to work faster, increases heart rate and sweating, etc. All the signs are signals for the mind to awaken the attention and prepare the body for the action. Once the mind no longer perceives the danger, the signals are then picked up by the parasympathetic part of the brain, which helps the mind and rest of the body to relax and calm down. Such fight, flight or freeze response may happen in any situation where our mind interprets the environment or event as threatening. The key thing here is the interpretation of the mind, which of course, can be controlled with practice. Unless we are in actual danger, we can teach our mind to not perceive every little thing as a threat. Examples of such everyday situations could be a threatening argument with the senior at work or with your dominating partner, where we choose either to fight back with our own set of arguments, or we may choose the flight response, that is in terms of ignoring or avoiding the situation or person. Or else, we may simply freeze, not being able to make either of the first two decisions. Other examples could be getting late for work, failing to meet the deadlines, or being humiliated by someone else in public, etc. Please remember that there are many subtle triggers, which are interpreted as threats by our subconscious mind, that we encounter in our day-to-day lives, which activates the sympathetic mind to cause anxiety and stress. However, we hardly do anything to activate our parasympathetic mind to calm and relax our mind and body. Therefore, the mind stays in the constant state of panic, stress, and anxiety. Most we do is to simply distract our mind rather than dealing with problems that have accumulated in our mind. These stuck-up emotional conflicts, unresolved issues, and exposure to constant anxiety and stress can lead to lower immunity, psychological problems, and other physical diseases. Anxiety as an actual disorder. Anxiety, which is out of our conscious control, can be intense, excessive, and persistent in nature, and is triggered by worry and fear perceived in everyday events and situations which otherwise feel normal, can be considered as actual disorder. Varieties of anxiety disorder. Generalized anxiety disorder, GAD. It is an anxiety disorder which causes excessive worrying about various activities and events in daily life. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. This type of anxiety disorder is accompanied by either an obsession or compulsion. They are caused by the occurrence of intrusive, overwhelming, repeated unwanted thoughts or images, which an individual finds it difficult to ignore and feels disturbed, distressed, and anxious. Mind repeats the obsessive or compulsive behavior to relieve itself of anxiety. Panic disorder. It is another anxiety disorder which is accompanied by sudden and unexpected panic attacks with or without any triggers in the environment. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. This particular anxiety disorder is experienced after living a traumatic event which is experienced in the mind again and again in terms of intense stress and anxiety. Phobias, another anxiety disorder that is accompanied by the anxiety and non-ignorable, overwhelming and intense fear of a certain event or part of the external environment, which could be an object, a place, some strong feeling or particular animal. Common cures and treatments of anxiety. Self-help skills and techniques, regular practice of yoga and relaxing exercises, psychotherapy, counseling, natural supplements, allopathic and homeopathic medicines. Valuable learning. Now we know that anxiety is not all negative, but nature's healthy way to communicate and prepare ourselves for action. Therefore, from here on we can make better use of it when next time our mind is witnessing the anxiety. We know not to ignore such important signs of mind, to let it get out of our control and manifest itself in our body as a disease. All we need to do is to address the important issue when we face it, in a healthier, peaceful and mature manner. In case we find ourselves in the company of anxiety as a disorder, we know that it can be treated. Every individual responds differently with different treatment, so the best thing to do is to gently explore and find what works best for the person. Before you begin your battle against anxiety, you would find it positive to know that a lot of people have fought and won their battle against it. The treatment may take time and patience along with faith, therefore the one most important thing that your mind needs to remember is that anxiety is definitely curable, and I can and I will win this battle.
Thank you for watching. We wish all the love and care for you and your loved ones. Meraki Saraswati. For more amazing videos, please subscribe our channel. Kindly like and share the videos to motivate our team and their efforts. Visit us at www.merakisaraswati.com.